you are watching this and you are in that level that you guys are going to be in positions, and you are among the people that are going to be doing this kind of things to these poor children, it's God that will judge. Yes, so I passed. I'll pass this man called me. You come. You are a goat. I said, where are you now? Hey! Snap pictures for someone else. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chidera Jennifer Do, and if you are here, if you're coming by this channel for the first time, you're welcome, and thank you very much for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always watching my videos, commenting, liking and sharing. I really appreciate you guys. So guys, today I decided to be a little more open here on this channel. So this is my lipstick. I don't know if I did it well. Seriously, I'm very bad with makeup and everything. Okay guys, so I want to talk about my boarding school experience. So once upon a time guys, I was that young girl that was put into a boarding school. So I remember the first day of my boarding school. So already people were already saying that the first day everybody's going to cry, miss their family. Let me just be honest with you guys. I'm one stone cold. I don't know how to call myself, but like I'm not the kind of person that knows how to express themselves. Even when I'm feeling very sad, at times I don't even cry, but deep within me I'm really sad. But at times tears don't come, and when tears are not even supposed to come, that is when the tears will come. Something that doesn't have value, maybe someone shouted at me or something. So that day after my parents left, I didn't cry. I did not cry. I cried not. I did not cry, you know, but I actually felt that loneliness that I was just left in the school, even though my sister was there. But on that day of resumption, my sister was not actually there because new students actually resume earlier than the old students would come back. So I was like the only one there. My sister helped me to settle in. In fact, before that day, my sister already gave me some tips on how to cope, you know, how to manage water, how to those basic things. So I'll try and summarize the key experience that I had that I didn't like about my boarding school. So the first experience I had was the feeding structure. So in boarding school, first of all, we weren't allowed to use provision in the school. So during my time, there was no provision. It's whatever the school gives you that you eat. So the only edible thing that you can actually take is water. That's how it was. So the feeding system of the school, for me, like thinking about it now, I don't think it was up to standard. You know, they always claimed then that they were really feeding us well, but guys, just hold on, let me show you guys something. I think I need to be more practical about this. So I think I have to be a little bit more practical in this feeding about the boarding school. So we had two types of pots. We had a big pot and a small pot for a table of 15 people. It could vary, but an average of 15 people in each table. So our soups, guys, is usually this jug now, one jug of soup. Sometimes it can be generous enough and it's 1.5 jug of soup, depending. So when you are going to get your soup inside this pot, the soup may be at this level. Like, I'm being serious here, I'm not joking. So that's like how the soup works. And on the days that we'll be giving abacha as snacks, the abacha will be just this pot for that same number of 15 people. And with where I love abacha, that's like telling me taste. Then if it's something like rice, that one the size can be decent enough. Maybe at times it may be up to this level, at times it may be small, depending. So the feeding structure of the school, they tried, honestly they tried, coupled with the amount we are paying and everything, they really tried to minimize to maximize what they had. But I still felt like it wasn't enough. The provision, they should have allowed the provision to be there. Like, that's what students are, that will actually help students. Like when you just get hungry or cravings, you can just get all these things. you can never really stop stealing, because even if they don't steal provision, they are stealing other things. I know how many times they stole my daywear and everything. So that's by the way. So another thing again I experienced in the school was bullying. I don't think that there's any boy that may not have had that experience of bullying. So I remember being small as I was then. There was this girl that was really big. She usually behaves like a boy then. She has this big bass voice and everything. So I remember then that her and her clique, when they put us in the same table, they will share food, they will note my plate, and they will put for me small food. And they like it was so obvious that they were being partial to me then. Until one day, I remember one day when, I don't know what happened. I'm trying to remember, you know, because I was really small, young then. Something happened. I think it was about the bread. Was it the tea or the bread sharing of it? And something happened. Then I just screamed at the girl. I screamed at her. Like, I stood up for myself. I screamed at her. She screamed back at me. I remember she even, the bread she was eating, she put the, like I said, the whatever came out from her mouth, and it even touched my nose. Like, I screamed back at her then. So after that day, it was obvious, it was clear that me and her, we are not friends. We are not best of friends. So no need to fake it. So then I remember someone came to our table and wrote that she wrote the girl's name and said that she behaves like a boy on the table. So I remember coming to the refectory that day and I saw it. I was like, what's this one? This girl put it on me that I'm the one that wrote it. And the point is that I don't think I even tried to deny it, because I wanted her to think that it was me that wrote it when it was not even me that even wrote it. So I have time to write words. I'm like, I write about it. Someone just wrote it, and then the girl put the blame on me. And then I wasn't even really so into trying to, what's the word? Trying to what's the English I'll use? Trying to exonerate myself that okay, that I did not do it, but I just left it that way. So that was the one I experienced. Then apart from me, there was something that kept going on in the school that to date I find it very appalling that schools are doing this. Any day that they give prefects position, like any day that they give them they elect new prefects. So the tradition in the school then was that the SS3 students, because the SS2 students they are giving the prefects towards the end of the term, the SS3 students will now kind of parade them, punish them, they'll pour them all sorts of things, you know, trying to like more like initiating them into the prefectory, whatever. So after they are done with them, these SS2 students, they will now come. That day used to be hot. Once they ring bell for refectory, it will not even take up to 2 minutes. I am not exaggerating. These guys will lock the refectory door, and once you're in the refectory, they will say the prayers. It won't even take up to 5 minutes. They will say run to the next place. Maybe I think then run to the refectory to the classroom for prep or something. And before you know it, like it was so annoying. That day used to be hot. For that week used to be very hot. Immediately after the prep, from the classroom, you're already hearing mount on your bed. They won't even give you time to bathe, to undress, nothing. Most of us were sleeping with our daywears then. Most of us not even bathe. How I'm thinking of it is actually very annoying. Like, I don't know, if you are watching this, I know that most students now have access to phones, and if you're watching this and you are in that level that you guys are going to be giving positions, and you are among the people that are going to be doing this kind of things to these poor children, it's God that will judge. Yes, it's very annoying. It's very annoying. It's so annoying. Let me not lie, it's so annoying. Honestly speaking, thinking of it, I'm getting really angry. It's been a long time ago, but that system should have stopped by now. Why would you treat people's children this way? Why would you treat people's children this way? Because they gave you new position. You're a human being, and this is someone's child. You just be giving them 1 second to be doing everything, and you expect them to do it because of they did it to you. You do it to them. This habit of they did it to me, I will do it to that person, should stop. It should stop. Honestly, it's so annoying. I didn't plan to get angry in this video, but right now I'm saying this, I'm getting so annoyed and so angry. That's another aspect. Then the sick bay. Oh my God. The nurse in the sick bay, this man was the most unkind person to me. she was so on, because I was falling sick then back to back. And I think that, thinking of it now, I think that it was more psychological than it was, because I was falling, my stomach was biting me like back to back, and I was not even encouraging myself to get well because I wanted to go home. I wanted them to sign, let me go home. I'll be there, my stomach would bite me for 2 weeks straight. This sick bay lady will not sign for me to go home. I can never forget the day I was lying down on the sick bay. I was not feeling fine. I was lying down on the sick bay, and they started ringing bell for the refectory, and this lady came. The way this lady beat me and woke me up. That's how she woke me up. Then the other person that was sleeping, she now woke the person up gently. So it was more like as if I did something to this woman. To date, I don't know what I did to that woman, seriously speaking. So then I was not happy in the school. I was very sad in that school. I was very, very sad in that school. I think the only time I experienced any level of happiness was towards my JS3, when it was just us in the school. It was just us in the school then. I think it was just us doing our junior work thing then. So I think that was the only time I enjoyed the school, because it was just us. No exaggerated rules, because I'm this kind of person. Anyone that knows me knows I keep to rules. Like, no joke, I keep to rules. Like, if you tell me not to do this, I will not do it. I don't have strength to be defaulting and be looking for wahala. I don't have strength. Even if I've defaulted, if it's not even up to if it's 10 times that we are meant to keep rules, it's not even up to 2. So I just feel like boarding schools should be more lenient with this. Yeah, people's children, honestly speaking. So guys, that was another experience. And coming back again, I think the Oga Pata experience I had was when I think Nigeria, after the junior YA I went back home, and by God's grace my parents finally decided to change my school. I was so happy. Yay, God, finally I'm changing school. I'm leaving boarding school. Like, it was hell for me, guys. People are like, you're leaving now that you're about to enter senior class. I wanted to just get out of that 4 corners of that boarding school, that place. So I went to enroll the exams. I passed. It's actually tough. It's a federal school. So federal schools, you know, anyone that has written federal school exam, and you know that they're not just, you know, a work pass. Especially when you know that you're not a staff, you don't have quota or anything. So I know that the only thing that can bring me to that school is if I pass the exam, which I did by God's grace. I think I was the 30th out of everybody that wrote. So when I now started my process and everything with the exams, I then came for clearance. So this our principal then was a Reverend sister. But this woman, I don't even talk. So she was a Reverend sister. So I remember there I came to do, like, I was running my clearance in the school, because there were some things that my new school needed. So I remember then I came, and there's this podium that is in the middle of the school. That's where she usually stays. Like, ever since they completed that podium, that's where she usually stays, because she can see the whole school. So when you're outside, when you're not supposed to be outside, she can just sight you and call you. Like, the fear of that woman is the beginning of wisdom. So when I just saw her in the podium, I was like, hey God, that I'm passing this podium, this man will call me, this man will call me. I just knew it. And I was very musty. Of course I was very musty, because I was in my clearance and I'm not in her school again. So I passed. I was passing, this man called me. Hey, Omo, hey, look, hey, you come. That's how I came. And she was with one of the staff of the school. So when she was down there, she now asked me, where are you now? So then I've not gone fully into my new school. I was still running the processes. You understand? So I was not really telling people, okay, I'm in this school now. You understand? So I told her I was a student of the school. Said, you are a goat. I said, where are you now? And I told her the school, I'm now in federal government. I said, no, the school I was in. So she now told me, don't worry, I'll translate all this. It's like I'm thinking of that, people laughing, because it was not funny then. So why did you leave? I told her I was falling sick too much, so my parents decided to withdraw me. On that, I think I can't remember the English I spoke, but that was what I was trying to explain to her then. She was like, okay, that she even thought it was because of school fees. That's why I'm going to a federal school. Federal schools are then federal school was paying, was it 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira? I was paying as a student. So she even thought it was because of money. So she now said that she was going to call the sick bay nurse and confirm if what I'm saying is true. And if it's not true, she'll write liar for me on my what is called that again? Well, what is it? Is it testimonial? Or yeah, I've forgotten the stuff I came to collect, but she'll write it to whoever for whatever I came to collect there. I can't remember. I think it's testimonial. So in my heart, I was like, this man. When she started calling, she called the woman, and in my heart I was like, this man should not pick because this woman doesn't like me. So she won't even say the truth. She won't add pepper to the onions, and like she's going to just ruin everything for me. In my heart, I was praying, God, this man should not pick, and as God will have it, she did not pick. She now said, anyway, sharp, be going. I left, did what I wanted to do. When I was about to go, she called me back, and then that's when she knew she had to be soft spoken, and she now told me, if it's because of money, we can find scholarship for you. I see you as someone that is very adaptable. Yes, true, I'm very adaptable. I adapt easily to environments. That's what something I actually know. Yeah, listen, still I'm free talking to me. I almost went home to my mother that okay, I want to come back to the school. I keep telling people to dates that I know it's still true, but even my enemy, I will not advise my enemy to go to that particular school. In fact, it just gave me a different perception about boarding schools. If my child is going to go to a boarding school, like I will have to know the kind of boarding school she's going, and God will give me money to get the best. And if anytime my child comes back home and says anything like, Daddy, Mommy, I am not comfortable with this school, and I ask her why, and she's giving me valid point, and I investigate and they are valid point, I'm removing her. I'm not even double thinking. I'm not even negotiating it, because I know what I went through in a boarding school, and I don't want anybody to go through that. I think that boarding schools have their good sides and their bad side, but it depends on the boarding school. I believe that there are some good boarding schools out there that have kept standards, that a child will go that has built a home away from home. A boarding school that has built a home away from home, I believe that those kind of boarding schools still exist, and by God's grace, that's where our children are going to go to if they are going to go to boarding schools. Even if their schools too also has their schools, they have their own negative parts. So it's just to pray about it, put your child in the right school, and commit them into the hands of God, and monitor them. God should just give me because I'm not yet a parent yet, but I just pray that God gives me that grace to be able to be my children's best friends, and even any change, any concerns, anything that is bothering them, they can just tell me, because we need to listen to our kids more. That's it. So I'm just so glad that my mom carried me away from that school, and because of the next school I went to, I really appreciate the next school I went to, because I'm even still benefiting from the school even outside. After graduating, I left secondary school close 8 years ago. I left secondary school 8 years ago, so I'm still even enjoying the benefit of the second secondary school I went to, the alumni association and everything. So I think it's just God that just brought me out of them. My sister completed the boarding school I went to, and she's fine. I know a lot of other people that completed and they are all fine, but for me, I don't think I was ever gonna be fine. so my body, that's like the summary of things that I experienced there. I can't remember everything because it's been a long time I was there. So thank you guys for watching my video about my boarding school experiences, and thank you all for always coming back, always liking, commenting. If you have any boarding school experience you want to share, or you can relate with from what I have said, you can always use the comment section. And tell me about it. I will always be there to respond to your comments. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.